नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पर सकुशल होंगे तथा अब अनलॉक होने के बावजूद भी आप सभी लोग सभी सेफ्टी रूल्स का ध्यान रख रहे होंगे। इसी आशा के साथ हम बात करते हैं अपने टॉपिक्स की। सो एज इन अवर प्रीवियस लेक्चर वी हैव टॉक अबाउट द इवोल्यूशन इन द प्लांट्स इन विच वी हैव टॉक द डिफरेंट पीरियड्स, राइट। पैराजोइक, मेसोजोइक, सेनोजोइक, डिफरेंट मायास, right, million years ago, as well as and different structures as in which the different plants can be developed over there, how the bryophytes are differ from the angiospermic plants, which one the first develop in our conditions in that can, right. So let's move to our next topic, that is the history of the evolution of sorry, history of the evolution of the animals. If we can say the origin of the life on the surface of earth, that is approx we can say 2000 million years ago, it started on the surface of earth one. And this is generally the slowly in that particular time the single celled organisms are evolved into the multicellular organism. And if we talk about the first organisms, or that is invertebrates, right, we can say the first invertebrates are just seen approx 500 million years ago. After that, the development of the jawless species, amphibious, right, with stout and strong fins, they originated approx 340 to 350 Maya years ago, right. And now we can say this way these organisms are going to be developed over there. After evenly we can say they have some appearance, especially in these species are also found over there. But later on, if we talk about the amphibians and ancestors of modern day frog, like the salamanders or the amphibians, as I have told you that the modern day frogs were lobifins or the coelacanths. They are the living fossils which are now found in days also, right. So they can be found over there. Or we can say the reptiles dominated the earth around 200 Maya. Why these reptiles are dominated? What is the reason why these amphibians are not dominated? Because there is a reason behind them, that we can say the amphibians evolved into reptiles, means those amphibians are developed in those conditions, they are evolved into the reptiles. Why? Because these reptiles lay thick shelled eggs which do not dry up in the sun, and this made the reptiles that they become the dominant, they can capable to more success than the amphibians in that period. That's why they can started to develop over their life in such periods. If we again talk that the land reptiles were dinosaurs, right, of the which the Tyrannosaurus about 20 feet in height was the biggest, and they had disappeared around 65 million years ago. Generally in that conditions these organisms are found over there. After that, if we talk about the in the Triassic period, right, in the Triassic period the mammals appeared, and the first mammal were like the shrews, as you can say, especially this is known as the shrews one, right. So before that we have to studies that these all different organisms are developed day by day. As we can say, as I have told you that during the 65 million years ago the dinosaurs disappeared, while some small size reptiles continue to exist today like the birds and crocodiles. Means they can be changes evolved like the birds or the crocodiles now. After that, when these reptiles are disappeared, the mammals is starting to donating the earth. Means after the reptilians, the mammals can started to develop. The first mammal that was developed, they are just like the shrew, especially in the Triassic period, right. Or we can say the mammals were viviparous and they protected their unborn young ones inside the mother's baby, right. Generally these mammals are, so many mammals are viviparous, and they can also shows the parental cares, means they can capable to maintain the unborn baby, the unborn young ones in the mother's body. So we can say this can be like horse, hippopotamus, rabbit, bear, right. In South Africa they can be always found over there, right. So we can say when the reptiles came down never took, generally these sequences can be found over there, that they can be capable to develop over there. Evenly if we talk about that these all mammals, as I told you, the horse, hippopotamus, rabbit, bear, right, it is in the South America, but when the South America joined the North America in the continental drift, these are animals were overridden by the fauna or the North America regions, means they can be become very large amount of the organism in that particular conditions, right. So we can say the Australia or the Australian land masses remains isolated, and the pouched mammals are survived as there was no competition for any other animals over there. Means when these Americas can be just rejoined to America, North America, South America rejoined, right, joined together, the landmark can be or continent drifted to the overpopulation of these animals can be found over there. So these animals are found over there, and generally we can say why these pouched animals are especially in the Australian continent, because generally the Australian continent is isolated from the other places. So generally maximum number of pouched animals are over there, and they do not fight for their survival for the any other type of animals in that period. You all must think about these animals, especially over there, that how these sequences can be done over there. As you can see the total sequences of the development over there, that it will started from here to here, means amphibian to first amphibians, reptilians, then they can be shown changes into the mammals one, means day by day, time to time they can be converted into another thing. As I have already told you about the distillery or the different periods, right, approx I have told you into the 16 Maya, 65 Maya, in which these animals, the dinosaurs will changes into the some modified reptilians like the crocodile or the birdsman. So this way this total sequential will changes. So student, you must rememberize that these all organisms are now extinct in days, but they can be changes in different ways. They can also change this one after their different period, they can change it into this one, right. So these periods can be always helpful for the changing of these and evaluating of these all organisms now, right. But later on these animals, all the above animals are found present conditions, right. Especially we can say the turtles, lizards, snakes, these all animals are found in these present on the surface of the earth. So you all have to know about this one. Then there is another topic related to our evolution, that is evolution of the man. Means if we talk about the sequences or the development of these organisms, especially we can say the common ancestors of apes and the man is Paramedripithecus, that is lived 15 million years ago, means 15 Maya, right. We can say if generally their sequence of development of the human beings, we can say that is Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Cargo man, and Homo sapiens sapiens, that is known as modern man. And there's some in between organisms are also developed over there, especially during that starting between we can say 15 Maya. In that particular condition, you can say the apes, they can be developed over there. So especially due to the developmenting of that, the apes and the Dryopithecus are most closely to each other. Their common characters are found over there. So they can be found, they can be shows their structure body developmenting. And we can say at the same times, right, the after this Dryopithecus, the another genus that is known as the Ramapithecus, they also existed over there. But both the Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus were hairy and walked like the gorillas and chimpanzees. Means they can be with their 4 foots, right, with their hand limb and forelimb also used by them. But after that we can say the Dryopithecus was more ape-like, but Ramapithecus were more man-like according to their structures and according to their developments, right. As you can see the structures of their skulls we can see in this diagram now. After that, if we talk about the individual features and their origin of period, if we talk about suppose Dryapithecus, that Dryapithecus is generally originated especially 20 to 25 Maya, right? And generally they have a specific characters that they have a more ape-like structures, arms, legs, and same length, brain large, and the short fruit and leaves are. Means generally they can also eat short fruit and the leaves were. But if we talk about the Ramapithecus, they also in the same Maya, that is 14 to 15 Maya, right? They are also more appearance there is man-like. They can capable to walk erect and teeth like modern men, just our teeth like us. After that, the Australopithecus will develop over there. Australopithecus is generally, we can say, they are developed during the 3 to 4 Maya, right? Or in that period they are eats grass and lands. Generally they can be capable to eat grass also. So we can say the Australopithecus are the man-like primates. They are tall, walked straight, ate fruits, having the brain capacity up to 400 to 600 cranial cavity (cc). Right here you can see the 450 to 600, but in some books you will get the 400 to the 600 cranial cavity. And the fossils found in the Tanzania and the Ethiopia, means the Australopithecus fossils are generally appears or found in the Tanzania and Ethiopia, and these organisms are hunted with the stone weapons but easily with essentially ate fruits. Generally they are food eating, but they can be hunted. They can use the equipments, the different weapons which are made of the stones one. After that, Homo habilis, they can be oriented at least 2 Maya, 2 million years ago, and we can say this is called the first human like being, the humanoid. Means this they are also known as the humanoid in that particular condition because they are more appearance in compared to others one. They are the first week, as I am telling, the first human like being organisms, and their cranial capacity is 650 to 800 cranial cavity, right? They are the herbivore and fossils found in East Africa, especially about the Homo habilis. After that, Homo erectus, or sometimes they are also known as the Java man, right? Their fossils are found in 1981 especially. So due to this, these Java mans can be developed 1.5 Maya, and the brain capacity 900 cranial cavity. Their food, generally they can use as a meat as their foods, and their fossils are found in that conditions as I told in Java. That's why they are in 1981. They are also known as the Java man. After that, Homo sapiens neanderthalis, or the primitive man, right? After that, the primitive man, that is, we can say Homo sapiens, or the Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, or we can say primitive man. They are approx, we can say 1 lakh, right, to 4 lakh, sorry, 1 lakh to 40,000 years ago, the development approx. So we can say, especially in these conditions, here you can say the Homo sapiens, these are their fossils are generally found near the East and Central Asia. They have approx such years ago, and we can say the Neanderthal man had a brain capacity that is approx 1400 cranial cavity. They can use to heights to protect body and body buried after the death. In that condition they can be do the such things, and fossils are found in East and Central Asia, as I told you. After that, the most thing, that is the Homo sapiens sapiens, means the modern man, they can be developed over there. So we can talk about the modern man, that is Homo sapiens sapiens, means generally they can be originated approx, we can say generally 75,000 to 10,000 years ago, right? So they generally, these animals, these organisms can spread all over the globes and learn to cultivate the plants and domesticated the animals. I mean, they started the agriculture, right? They will started the life of settlement of their life. they will start to settle any particular places. Evenly, they are the prehistoric caves and develop, means they can be started to develop the caves also for their living one, right? So we can say these are the first men, or these are the primitive ancestors of the Homo sapiens, which can be generally found in these characters now. So students, this way today we have just completed or concluded this lesson about these such things. So you all must try to compare these studies, especially the graphical studies. So many times this graphical studies is asked so many times, so you must learn all this graphical about the plants also, and the animals also, and sometimes these fossils can be also asked in your regions. So you must prepare these notes or these diagrams from your book. And today we have just completed this lesson related, that is evolutions in the organisms. So you must prepare these notes, and in next we will just going to start the new chapter after discussing with you, and it may be the principle of inheritance or the biotechnology, which one we will start it. Thank you.